Welcome back to Geek, where we cover all things geeky. From Marvel to DC to video games and all of the TV shows and movies that pop up in between, we have a little bit for everybody. I'm Stella, and today we're going to be talking about Wilson Fisk's right-hand man after Wesley, Book Cashman. A man who may be more important to the MCU than we might think. Book Cashman was introduced in Daredevil in volume 250 in September of 1987, and was an agent of the US government who went under the alias Bullet, which is a little on the nose from everything we've seen of him in season 1 of the Disney Plus show so far. He was an agent who had the highest level of security clearance someone can hold, and was assigned to participate in a scheme against the environmental protection organization, Save the Planet, by Wilson Fisk. In this scheme, he was allowed to let somebody into the building to set up a bomb to blow up the building, and then he was sent in to arrest the person that they had planned to make commit the crime so that they could arrest him and then free him through legal maneuvering. But this was stopped by Matt Murdock, not in his costume persona Daredevil, but Matt Murdock, by capturing the saboteur himself. And while Matt knew that Bullet was lying when he said he would go see this person was taken into custody, Matt let him go. And this wouldn't be the last time Matt and Bullet came face to face. Bullet was recruited by Typhoid Mary, who was dating Wilson Fisk at the time, a mutant and one of Kingpin's highest enforcers, to kill Matt Murdock. And they nearly did. And to get back at Bullet, Matt decided to help Buck's son with a bullying problem, earning his trust, and when Lance, Bullet's son, invited him into his home, Buck assumed that Daredevil was threatening Lance, and the two started fighting, only to be stopped by Lance. And then Bullet explains that he actually liked Daredevil from the start and was only attacking him because it has been his job. Matt, deciding that going any further in this fight was useless, just left. He's also done a lot more of Kingpin's dirty work, like stopping the Daily Bugle and Ben Ulrich from getting a hold of information that would be detrimental to Wilson Fisk's goal. And something that could come in handy in season 2 of Daredevil Born Again, there was a period of time where Bullet was captured by Bullseye, who had seemingly already murdered his son Lance. And despite him murdering his son, he ended up working besides Bullseye anyway and went on a rampage in Hell's Kitchen, until he became the host of the symbiote hive mind, PHAGE, who controlled him for a while, where he joined the Friends of Humanity, an anti-mutant hate group, and became the head security for its leader, Peter Crane. After his apparent death at the hands of Andy Benton, he was arrested, only to be broken out by Daredevil, who convinced him to join Fist, the warrior clan created to rival the Hand, led by Daredevil and under the control of him and Elektra. Because the Hand had come under control of the Punisher, they started recruiting mercenaries and allies so they could face the new Hand. So while I don't think we'll be getting the symbiote in a Marvel Disney Plus show anytime soon because of the negotiations between Sony and Marvel, one could dream though. It does seem like we are heading headfirst into Shadowland, which would lead into the Punisher taking over the Hand after Matt Murdock. If you guys want to see a video about Shadowland, leave a comment down below and let me know. And since it seems that Frank's actor John Berthnall has his hands full with the Odyssey, I don't think we'll be seeing much of Frank Castle in season 2 just because of filming schedule conflicts. But that doesn't mean that the stepping stones aren't being put in place for him to become the king of killers, which involves having Buck Cashman come fully into the spotlight, especially because it seems that Kingpin is kind of losing his grasp on having control of New York, because vigilantes aren't afraid to continue doing their vigilante work yet. Especially since Matt will be going MIA in this next season after his apparent wound or death escaping from the hospital that happened. He might be MIA, which gives him the opportunity to become more fully Daredevil because he has that anonymity, which means him and Bullet have plenty of opportunities to go head to head in the future. Or perhaps we'll just see him working more as a Wesley type figure from the Netflix show where it's just a right-hand man to Wilson Fisk. Or maybe he'll take a more leading role and become the commander of the Punisher Task Force, something like Zemo does with the Thunderbolts under Wilson Fisk in the Devil's Reign run, which will be an entity needed in New York City to combat Shadowland Matt Murdock, if that is where we're heading. But I'm on pretty good authority because the one cool thing about living in New York City is that sometimes you stumble across the Daredevil set and you see the actor who plays Book Cashman filming. So like, I think he's gonna be pretty important. And that's all I'll say about that. But there's a lot of different ways his story could go coming into season 2 of Daredevil. But for now, it does look like he is simply Fisk's right-hand man with a lot of information and a really good aim. But who knows? Maybe we'll see him switching sides and teaming up with Matt Murdock and the Punisher. Only time will tell, but we're definitely keeping him around for a little bit. I hope you liked this video, and if you did, let me know what you're most excited about in the future of Daredevil Born Again in the comments down below. And if you like this video, be sure to like and comment and subscribe and hit that bell notification to know when we post more videos like this. And I will see you guys next time. Bye!